Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chair and board members. My name is Jill Larner. I live in the eastern part of Shingle Springs off of Motherlode Drive, off of Fawn Street, where Greenstone ends into Motherlode. I'm making these comments on behalf of myself and Rural Communities United. One of the reasons that people like myself are so upset with this process is that our rights to notice in a hearing by the Board of Supervisors are under attack. And I'd like to share my personal experience why this is the case. A 62-acre parcel adjacent to my neighborhood is being rezoned from Residential Estate 5, RE5, to Research and Development Zone, or R&D Zone, in this process. My neighborhood is comprised of 3-acre parcels, 45 of them. It's medium-density residential, very rural, very quiet, and the homes surround a private lake. As you can imagine, the allowed uses for R&D are a far cry from compatible with our neighborhood. Think wholesale distribution and storage with trucks and lights coming at all hours, outdoor sports and rec facilities with noise lights, parking lots, airports, airstrips, heliports, hazardous materials handling facilities. These are all allowed uses by right with research and development zoning. Allowed uses do not require notices to the public or hearings. I formally request that you change the land use designation of this 62-acre parcel to medium-density residential as allowed in the zoning map criteria dated May 25th, 2012, and as suggested by county staff in the response to one of my neighbors in the draft EIR. In her draft EIR comment, they recommended that they might look at the land use change. So, harmful new uses in the proposed zoning code are allowed by right with no notice to neighbors, no conditional use permit hearing to resolve conflicts. Many uses are now allowed by the zoning administrator, also without notice to neighbors or hearings to resolve conflicts. While there will be a right to appeal these decisions to the Planning Commission, if there's no notice to neighbors, they're unlikely to find out about the decision in time to file an appeal. Currently, each site-specific zone request is a subject of notification to neighbors and public hearings before the Planning Commission. Detailed staff reports, public testimony, focus on potential conflicts with general plan policies, and head off potential land use conflicts. By way of contrast, this countywide rezone of thousands of parcels has had no such notice to neighbors, no such site-specific review, and no such hearings to focus on site-specific issues. When people figure out the implications of the new zoning map and the new zoning ordinance, you will hear legitimate complaints about the lack of notice. I know legitimate complaints will come from my neighbors regarding the development of the 62-acre parcel if those allowed uses for R&D are actually come to fruition. Finally, the government code affords aggrieved citizens the right to appeal. Thank you. I'll end there.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jill. Yep, Kim.